Hello again, I'm Bob Benjy, founder of Benjy Law Corporation, a business real estate and financial litigation boutique firm in Los Angeles, California, serving throughout the state of California. This is the next video in our series on post-judgment collection concerns, which is my area of passion. I enjoy collections work, and in particular post-judgment collection work. And so today we're going to be discussing what's called abstracts of judgment. Abstracts of judgment is how you obtain a post-judgment lien on the judgment debtor's real property. So the judgment debtor is the defendant that lost the case. You are the judgment creditor, the winner that has obtained the California monetary judgment against the judgment debtor. And what you do is you ask the court, after the judgment's entered, you ask the clerk of the court to issue what's called an abstract of judgment. And that is a judicial counsel form. It's a simple form that you fill out. You answer a bunch of questions about when the judgment was entered, the full name of the judgment debtor. If you know his California driver's license number, you write that in. If you know his or her social security number, you put in the last four of that on the form. And you put in the last known address of the judgment debtor and answer more questions about when the judgment was entered and how much the principal balance award of the judgment was. And a few other questions. And it's a one-pager, and basically you fill it out and you submit this to the clerk of the court that entered the judgment. So if your judgment was entered in Superior Court of California for the County of Los Angeles in this example, you can submit several of these to the clerk, one for each county that you wish to record your abstract in, which I will explain. And the clerk of the court, if there's no issues with your form, assuming you've done it right, assuming the judgment's right, assuming the name of the judgment debtor has been spelled correctly, etc., the clerk of the court will do the ministerial task of issuing the abstracts, and you will get back several, or however many you submitted, abstracts of judgment for the money judgment that you've obtained. And then what you do is you take the original abstracts of judgment, which have the court's seal and signature of the clerk on it, and you decide where you wish to record these. In which counties of the state of California do you wish to record these abstracts? Hopefully before you've done all this work, you have done your homework and you know that the judgment debtor, the person that owes the money, you have figured out owns real estate in Orange County, California, owns real estate in San Francisco County, California, or in Contra Costa County, California. And let's say in all three in this example. So you obtain 3 original abstracts of judgment from the clerk of the court of the LA County Superior Court. You get 3 originals back. You work with your attorney's attorney service to get those abstracts recorded in each of the counties we just talked about. So I believe they were Orange County, San Francisco County, and Contra Costa County. And so what will happen is once you submit the original abstracts to the county recorders for each of those 3 counties, the abstracts will get recorded, and your lien, your monetary lien for the amount that you're owed, will attach to any real estate that the judgment debtor is on title for in any of those counties, even if he's on title as a joint co-owner, even if you only have a judgment against Jane Roe, the judgment debtor, and she owns real estate with 5 other people in Orange County, California. When you record that Orange County abstract, it will attach to that property's equity. And same for all the other counties that you do it in. It will also work prospectively. So if you wanted to, it's a little expensive to do it, it adds up, but if you wanted to, you could obtain abstracts for every single county throughout the state of California, which is a little bit going overboard, but you could do it. And you could record it in every single one of those counties. And if the judgment debtor owns any real estate in those counties, it will attach. If the judgment debtor does not at this time own any real estate, those abstracts will sit and wait. It'll be lying in wait. So if let's say you did the shotgun approach, you did every county, including Los Angeles. At the time you did it, the judgment debtor didn't own any real estate in Los Angeles. But 3 years later, Jane Roe does acquire real estate in Los Angeles. Your abstract will retroactively attach to that property. and will immediately become a monetary lien on the property, similar, just for illustrative purposes, similar to a deed of trust. And if and when Jane Roe tries to sell that property or to refinance that property, you will be contacted through escrow and you will get paid, in the order in which it was recorded. So there may be senior deeds of trust that will get paid before you, but if there's any equity in the property, you will get paid from that equity. So it's always wise after you obtain a monetary judgment to to figure out which counties you want to do this in. I wouldn't do it in all of them just as a shotgun approach, but you would definitely want to consider doing them in all the major counties like LA and Orange and San Francisco counties. And you want to do some homework, and if the judgment debtor owns any property in Orange County in this example, you want to definitely do the ones where you know the judgment debtor owns property in. And so that is the topic for today. We'll further discuss abstracts and what else can be done in future videos, but for the time being, thank you for joining me. Please like this video, please subscribe so that you can stay apprised of new videos as they become available. And please visit us at our website at www.benjylaw, that's www.benjy, like yes, law.com. And as always, please understand this video is intended merely as educational and marketing purposes only by me for Benjy Law Corporation. It is not intended as legal advice. Please do seek the advice of legal counsel and be advised as always that money judgments do expire. So it is very important to work with an attorney that understands how these work and can advise you before you may waive rights permanently. Again, Bob Benjy, Benjy Law Corporation. Thanks for joining us.